Dear students, I welcome you all. The video session Building Planning and Drawing, third semester Civil Engineering, 15CE35D, Unit number 1, Introduction, and session number 2, Building Bylaws. That is the continuation of the Building Bylaws. So let us discuss building sanction procedure. Before knowing the building sanction procedure, we must know the building license or permission. So that means the person who wants to build or erect the structure, who must and should and must get the license or permission from the competent authority known as municipality, corporation, or any other local authority to get the building sanction procedure. Once the person got the license or permission, the next step is building sanction procedure. Now let us discuss what are the things which involves for getting the permission or sanction from the competent authority. Following are the documents required to get the building permission or license. So title deed, possession certificate, property card and latest assessment book extract, up-to-date tax paid receipt, previously sanctioned plans and the foundation certificate, supervision certificate. These are the documents one must have to produce for getting the sanction from the competent authority. Now let us discuss the one by one. The title deed or possession certificate, it is the certificate which is to be produced during the sanction procedure, and property card and latest assessment book extract. So property card and latest assessment book extracts which are to be produced for the sanction of the building permission. So this is nothing but from the Survey of India or from the land records. City survey department will have the property card and latest assessment book extract. From that land survey records or city survey records, the assessment book extract can be produced during the sanction of the building procedure. And another document which is to be produced is up-to-date tax paid receipt. So as you know, every year we are going to pay the tax to the municipality corporation of our existing plot. So you have to keep all the receipts of the tax paid. So the tax paid receipts, up-to-date tax paid receipts shall be produced to get the building sanction procedure, and previously sanctioned plan. So this is also an document which is enclosed or produced for building sanction procedure. So here the previously sanctioned plan means if you want to construct the building, already existed building which you are going to develop it or modify it. That means so we are going to construct another floor which is already existed. So existing property or existing building, if you want to alter it or if you want to increase the number of floors, you have to produce the previously sanctioned plans. So if the previously sanctioned plans is not available with you, so what you can do is you can take the existing building measurements, and the same existing building measurements can be produced by taking the signature of the authorized person who is going to take the measurements, who has to sign on the plans, that is existing building plans. And later on we are going to have to produce the foundation certificate also. The foundation certificate is nothing but what? It is the certificate which says the conditions of the foundation. That means the foundation, the soil which is fit or unfit, the foundation certificate is also to be produced for building sanction procedure. And another one is supervision certificate. The supervision certificate, so before discussing the supervision certificate, The foundation certificates will also have to be produced for getting the permission. So foundation certificate which involves or which includes the present conditions of the soil, whether it is fit for the construction or whether it is unfit for the construction. So this foundation certificate can be, that means the test which you are going to conduct for knowing its bearing capacity, that is safe bearing capacity of the buildings, by conducting the certain tests so called as plate load bearing test. The plate load bearing test is one of the tests which is conducted for the foundation to know the existing soil condition, whether it is a black cotton soil or hard soil, so which decide the foundation details. That means while constructing the building, so we may not have problem if you are having a black cotton soil, which is, as you know, the black cotton soil is the enemy to the engineers. So in such cases, if you are existing or if you are having a black cotton soil, try to avoid the construction of the building, or else you have to give some remedial measures by inserting a pile foundation or taking another measures to prevent the sinking of the buildings. If you are not improving the safe bearing capacity of the soil, in future we may get the problems regarding the sinking of the buildings or settling down, you can say settlement of the building will take place. So that's the reason why the foundation certificate is also a must document or compulsory document which you need to produce for the sanction of the building to the competent authority. And the supervision certificate, the supervision certificate shall be produced in the format 3, that means who is going to in charge of that site work is to be mentioned, or the engineer who is in charge of the work, that also has to be produced, and who is going to be look into different stages of the construction, that also certificate has to be produced by the engineer or architecture to the building sanction procedures. Let us discuss the drawings. The following are the drawings which are to be taken in the ammonia printout for getting the permission or sanction of the buildings. The key plan, site plan and building plan. These are the three major plans or drawings which are to be submitted, which are necessary for getting the permission of the building sanction from the competent authority. The key plan is drawn to a scale not less than 1:10,000. The key plan, it indicates the surrounding areas and features like is there any adjacent buildings are there, whether it's a vacant, is total details of the surrounding has to be shown in the key plan. So let us discuss in the coming slides in detail. Now let us discuss the site plan. So site plan, it is a plan which is drawn to a scale of 1:500 if the area of the area is 1 hectare, less than 1 hectare. If the area is up to 1 hectare, the site plan is drawn to a scale of 1:500, and if the area is above 1 hectare, then the site plan is going to be drawn at the ratio of or at the scale of a 1:1000. And building plan. So building plan is drawn scale not less than 1:100. So that means, as usual, the standard scale to draw the building plan is 1:100. Now let us discuss the key plan. So what do you mean by key plan? A key plan shows the boundary locations of the site with respect to neighborhood landmarks. And here a key plan is drawn to a scale not less than 1:10,000. That means the key plan should be drawn more than 1:10,000. And which shows the boundary locations of the site, whether the adjacent sites are vacant or which is constructed, and even the key plan shows the different roads and different educational buildings which are near to our plot. So key plan shows the boundary locations of the site, and minimum dimensions of the key plan shall not be less than 75 mm. That means the minimum dimensions we have to keep the key plan which is not less than 75 mm. This figure shows the typical key plan. If you observe or look at this key plan, here the many things which you are going to show. The yellow color which you are looking is the proposed site for the construction of the building. So the key plan will shows the ring roads, that means the different types of the roads which are surrounding the proposed building site, and educational institutions, what are the different educational institutions and hospitals, any other institutionals which are to be shown in the key plan. And the key plan which also includes, that means the north direction is also an important which is to be shown in the key plan. And if you look at this picture, the key plan will clearly says that it is nothing but the plan which shows the boundary lines of our adjacent plan. Now let us discuss the site plan. So site plan is indicating the followings, namely the property number of the site and boundaries of the site, north direction relative to the plan of the building, position of adjacent plots, whether it is a vacant or built up, and moreover the site plan will also consists or which indicates in the site plan, we have to indicate in the site plans any features like wells, drains and transmission lines, and natural features like trees, ridges or any other valleys. So let us discuss one by one in detail. So property number of the site, in the site plan we have to exactly show our property number, that is you can say simply plot number. So plot number must be shown on the site plan. So for example, site number 123 or 125, in this manner you have to show it in an hatched portion of the building. And boundaries of the site. So our site show the, and which shows the, you have to show boundaries of our site, and you have to, it shows the site plan will also include the north direction related to the plan of the building. So north direction is must shown in the site plan. So based on the north direction only we are going to decide the building frontage, leftage and sides. So based on the north direction of the building we are going to set the different setbacks which are governed or laid by the building bylaws of the local competent authority. And now position of adjacent plots, whether vacant or left. So in the site plan, which also includes the adjacent plot details, whether it is vacant or it is already built up. So whether it is vacant or built up shall also be indicating or indicates in the site plan drawing. That means in the site plan drawing, the left, right and all the four sides of the corners, what are the things are there, whether it is a built up or vacant, you have to show it. And physical features like wells, drains, transmission lines, is there any, you have to indicate it on the site plan. That means the physical features may be the drainage or wells or something, usually that is the underground drainage lines or wells something, and transmission lines with voltage of the transmission lines, high voltage transmission lines, or low voltage transmission lines, which are to be shown in the site plan. And natural features like trees, ridges, and valleys. Here, the site plan will also indicates the natural features. Is there any existing trees or valley portion, or any ridges is there, or it is any sloping ground is there, or it is a flat ground, which also which details also indicates are indicating in the site plan drawing. Now let us look into the typical site plan. Here the drawing shows the typical site plan, so which you need to draw in the examination if they ask. So now, as we discussed in the previous slides, the site plan must show the different indications has to be shown. So that is the north direction it must contain, and site number. Here the site number is given as 123, and all the adjacent four sides of the 123 site number, that is the front, rear, left and right, what are the margins which are kept according to the local building bylaws are to be clearly shown, and the width of the road, whether it is a 30-meter road or 15-meter road, which is to be clearly indicating on which direction it is. The road is lying on the north side of 30-meter width of the road, and here the total length and width of the plot is shown, and in the length and width of the plot we are going to give some margins are called as the setbacks on all the four corners, and giving setbacks and the remaining portion of the site, which is as I shown by using the hatched portion. So hatched portion is supposed to be called as a built up area. So in the hatched portion our actual building construction work starts, so by keeping minimum setbacks, and moreover on all the sites, whether these sites are open or adjacent of the site plan, whether the site is vacant or constructed, must be shown in this drawing. So on the left side the site number 124 is existing, and another site, that is the right side of the or plot number 123, the site number 122 exists, and on the rear side the site number 140 exists, and on the front side of the site plan the 30-meter width of the road is going to be existing. These are all the details which are to be shown in the site plan drawings. Now let us try to discuss the building plan. So after knowing the site plan details, let us look into the building plan. So what are the things which involves in the building plans, or the building plan indicates or contains what? Namely, the floor plans of all the floors indicating north line, and size of the rooms, exact locations of the water closets and bathrooms, sinks, etc., and details of the ventilations of the rooms and open spaces inside and surrounding the buildings. So these are the details are indicating in the site plan. So let us discuss one by one. Floor plans of all floors indicating north line. So that means in case of the multi-story buildings you will be having the number of stories buildings. So each floor plans must be drawn to a scale, and the building plan which contains the plans of all the floors, not only single floor if you are constructing more than one floor. And the north line is also must be indicated, as I told you. The north line is important. Based on the north line only we are going to decide the setbacks and size of the all the rooms. So another thing which contains the building plan is the sizes of the all the rooms. So that means the size is usually written in meter, that is room 4 meter by 5 meter, or kitchen say 2 meter by 3 meter, or bedroom say 6 meter by 8 meter. So like this we have to indicate the size of all the rooms in the building plan. So without lefting a single room, you have to compulsory mention the size of all the rooms, because based on the size of the room only the practical execution will start. If you are not mentioning the size of the room, the person who is in charge for the construction work, he may face difficulties for executing works. So that's the reason why we have to mention the size of all the rooms properly in meters, and exact location of the water closet, baths and sinks. This is an important in the building plan, which is indicating the locations of the different water closets and baths and sinks, where it is located exactly, which is to be shown in the building plan. And the details of ventilation of rooms. So here the details with the dimensions of the ventilation of the all the rooms, that means so doors, windows which serves as a ventilation, and all the doors and windows sizes must be shown, and which are to be indicated by D1, D2 like that, and W1, that is the window 1, window 2 it includes. And ventilators we are going to write it as a V, and the index is also shown in the building plan on right top corner, which indicates or which shows the schedule of openings in the drawing, and open spaces inside and surrounding the buildings. So the building plan will also include the open spaces inside the room, that is inside the and surrounding the building. Surrounding the building means it is a setbacks which are already shown in the site plan, but in the building plan also we have to show the open spaces, dimensions of the open spaces inside and surrounding the building plan. Now another important in the building plan which shall be indicated in the building plan is the sewage arrangements and schedule of openings of all the doors and windows, and sizes of the openings, and dimensions of the projected portions like chhajja, and site area, building area and coverage area must be indicates in the building plan, and drawing must be fully dimensioned. So let us discuss one by one. In the building plan will also include the sewage arrangements. So as you know, from the waste which is generated from the bathrooms and water closets, so the proper connection is to be given so to the UGD connections, that is the sewage arrangements, the pipelines or the sewage arrangements are to be completely shown in the building plannings. And the building plan which also includes the schedule of openings, that means the openings, dimensions of the openings such as the doors, windows, ventilators, showing the size and numbers and sectional drawings. So in this case the building plan will also indicates or shows the, you have to compulsory indicating in the building plan the openings of the all the doors, that means how many number of the doors are there, for example say D1, D2 and D3, and standard dimensions of the D1 doors which shall be indicated by using the index on the right side top corner. And the windows, number of windows, and which shall be indicated by the W, W1 and W2, etc. And ventilators, so usually the ventilators are provided in the kitchen rooms and water closets. So size of the ventilators must be shown in the index plan or index or schedule of openings. So these are all the doors, windows and ventilators. That means the sizes of the doors, windows and ventilator sizes are to be shown in the form of a schedule of openings and sectional drawings. So building planning will also includes the sectional drawings. That means the foundation details and height of the room and the bed concrete. From the foundation it starts, the sectional drawing which starts from the foundation, the total depth of the foundation, which is to be indicated in the sectional drawings. That means the section of the drawing, and the thickness, width and thickness of the concrete bed, and after that the different footings, that is the first footing and second footing with width and height must be shown in the sectional drawings. And which also shows in the sectional drawings, we have to show whether the foundations are, that is the first footing and second footings are constructed by UCRS, that is uncoarse rubble stone masonry, or coarse rubble stone masonry, which shall be indicated in the sectional drawings. And after that the DPC, that is the damp proof course, must be shown, the thickness of the damp proof course and the height of the door, which also indicating in the sectional drawings. And in the sectional drawings the width of the wall is also to be shown, whether it is a 30 centimeter wall or 20 centimeter wall, which shall be shown in the sectional drawing. And after showing the height of the door, above height of the door, you have to show the thickness of the lintel and the dimensions and thickness. If you are have providing the opening, above the openings we are going to provide the lintel, and for the lintel we have to project beyond the walls, so that is called the chancha, that also to be shown. And thickness of the RCC and parapet wall height, that the dimensions of the parapet wall will also to be shown in the sectional drawings. And the dimensions projected beyond walls like chancha, balcony, etc. also to be shown. As I told you, above the opening, that is the door, we have to construct or we have to provide the lintel. So from the lintel we are going to project outside the wall, that is called the chancha, or sometimes it is called as the sunset. So usually the sunset is constructed with the sloping thickness. That means at the inner side of the wall, if you are providing the 100 mm, then the outer side it may be 75 mm you can provide. So the chancha we are going to construct just like a cantilever section. And the balcony, the dimensions of the balcony, which also to be shown in the building plan. And the site area, building and plinth area, building coverage and height of the building. That means here the site area, building and plinth area, building coverage area and height of the building will also shall be shown in the building plan. That means the total plinth area is going to be calculated, and building coverage area and built up area must be shown in the building plan. So if you providing all the details, then only you are going to get the permission from the competent authority to proceed with the construction. And the drawings that must be fully dimensioned. So building plan, you have to draw the drawings completely with the fully dimensioned. That means the details are to be shown with the fully dimensions. So door dimensions, window dimensions, and room dimensions, that is the dimensions of the rooms, thickness of the wall, and details of the foundation that indicate the width and depth of the foundation, which also to be shown on the building plan. And here let us look into the typical building plan. So this indicates the typical building plan of the ground floor, you can say. Here, as I told you, the building plan must contains the north direction of the building, and here the different rooms are to be shown clearly with the dimensions, and the thickness of the wall is to be shown in the typical building plan. And the positions of the openings, as I told you, the positions of the doors, windows, and ventilators are to be shown. And the MD, it means the main door, and D1, D2, like that. You can show the openings of the building. And here it is a 2 BHK house, that is the 2-bedroom hall and kitchen house, which is the typical plan. In this way you have to draw the typical plan. And here it is proposed to have construct a duplex room, that means the staircase which you are shown in the inside of the building. So sometimes, so in residential buildings we are going to show the staircases on the outsides of the building to reach the higher floor, that is the second floor. Usually dog-legged staircase are to be shown or to be proposed to be constructed, and the different arrangements shall also to be shown in the typical building plan. So that is nothing but the kitchen, modular kitchen. Nowadays the modular kitchen are going to be constructing. So that means the kitchens with all the furnitures, with includes the cupboards, furnitures, and shelves, everything which are shown in the kitchen. And bedrooms with all the furnitures, that is the dressing table, it might be, and living room will also to be shown clearly in the building plan with the furniture arrangements like sofa set or anything. If you want to show, it has to be shown in the building plan. And there is a master bedroom, you can say. The master bedroom is nothing but it is a room attached with the bath, and another room, that is the bedroom, which you are going to construct or has to be clearly shown in the building plan. And the building plan must be drawn to a scale of 1:100 usually to get all the details of the building. Now it's a typical drawing. Thank you to one and all.